lovelies, it's Miss Lady Lace here on my Glamour channel with my next fabulous video. Today I have another trial video where I thought I'd try a new style technique. One of my friends, Miss Daisy Grace, was recently talking about the bendy rollers she uses in her hair and how fabulous of a result they create, so I thought I'd give them a go today. So here I have my bendy rollers. They're essentially these tube-like shapes that I've got in two different sizes. One is just a little bit thicker than the other, but the length is different on each. I have never tried this method before, so I'm super excited to give it a go. Last night I set my hair. I used my foam rollers on the back as I didn't buy enough of the bendy rollers yet, as I wanted to see how they would go. I did buy these from Kmart. I think they were about $6 each, but I'll insert a little clip here for you. I rolled up my hair last night and I used a very similar technique to when I do my regular wet sets. I dampen the hair with my wet set mixture. I have a recipe up here on YouTube if you're interested in what I use. I brush that through and hold that on a 90-degree angle from the base. I grab from a midpoint and wrap around the roller, rolling into the scalp. The difference with this is rather than clipping the foam curler into place, I simply just pull the two sides of the bendy roller together. I then popped on my headscarf and I was ready for bed. Sleeping with them in was actually relatively easy. My friend did mention that she finds them quite uncomfortable, but for me they were pretty much very similar to a foam curler, a little bit firmer to be honest, but I've got a really tough scalp, so it's pretty simple to sleep with. So let's have a look at what we've got here. I'm going to start by taking out the foam curlers on the back section, and then I'll unveil one of the front curls here. So as you can see, and you may have seen in my previous videos, the foam curlers create really lovely tight curls and they last a really long time. We'll now unwrap one of these front bad boys, and gee, I hope this has worked. Gonna gently unroll, and yeah, that's definitely a beautiful tight curl there. This hair is quite clean, so it is a lovely soft curl. We'll take out the rest. So far it's looking really fabulous. I'd say with these, as it's a thicker material, I wouldn't dampen my hair too much, as it may have trouble drying if you're going directly from wet to do a wet set rather than dampening to do the wet set. As this is quite thick, it's not as breathable as the foam curler, so that's one little tip I'd have. I'd also be interested to know how long this will actually last. As you can see, it's already starting to get some creases and marks. So I'd be interested with playing with these more, as the foam curler set I've had for probably like 5 years, and I just keep washing and reusing. We'll now brush this out and see how it styles. So it's looking really cute so far. I'm pretty happy with the brush out, and I've got this cute little swoop moment happening on this side, and this is just with a simple brush out. I haven't done any pinning or positioning or any additional styling. I'm going to make this style a little bit shorter today by putting on a tighter hairnet, as it is day one. This will help it last a little bit longer. So I'm just going to pop that on, anchoring on the front, wrapping around, encapsulating the sides. I had someone, I think in a recent comment, ask how I hide the little side bits of the hairnet. Sometimes I'll have it so that's on the top and the bottom, and that'll be hiding beneath the top style and underneath the hair. Usually I just have it tucked behind the ear, or if it's a little bit visible, I'm not too fussed. You can also take a pin and pin that into place securely. I'll quickly style the front. Today I've gone for my everyday hairstyle, as I've got rehearsals, gym and some errands, so it's a little bit shorter and tighter, but it works really well for those days where I need to stretch out my hair to last longer. So far I'm really happy with this, but I'm going to do a day 2 check-in just to see how it's looking tomorrow. We're back and it's day 2, and these curls are still looking really fabulous. They are not as tight as usual, but this is actually because I had to run out of a store yesterday and it was raining, so my hair did get a little wet. All things considering, it's holding up really well. My final thoughts on the Bendy rollers is they definitely are effective in creating a vintage style curl, and I'm looking forward to playing with them a little bit more. Will they replace my foam rollers though? Probably not. I'm such a lover of the foam roller, and I do think you get a bit more of a defined curl, but I think these would be especially good for doing like the front sections of your hair if you wanted to get a nice wave without getting any indentations from the curler, the actual foam curler I mean. Though I have spoken about how to twist those and avoid that indentation. I'd love to know in the comments below if you've used the Bendy rollers before, how you found them, and just tell me generally about what's your favorite method to curl your hair. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a like and a comment, as that really does help me out. And if you'd like to further support my YouTube channel, get early access to videos and so much more, I have my Glamour community on Patreon. I'd like to thank all my patrons, but especially my VIP Glamour patrons and my Burlesque Glamour students. The support you give me truly helps me in creating more here on YouTube. To follow my daily pinup adventures and for more pinup hair inspiration, I post super regularly to Instagram and TikTok. I'll pop a little link here as well as at the end of the video. And to never miss out on my vintage fun, be sure to hit the subscribe button below, and I'll be seeing you all real soon.